Ah, San Francisco. It just wouldn't be the same without this guy. But who is this guy? I've been seeing him for years walking around with that sign. He's at every protest and street festival, and I've seen him chatting with everyone from bankers to bike messengers. I've never sat down to talk with him, until now. His name, by the way, is Frank Chu, and this film is for him. I first caught up with Frank at the Gay Pride celebration at Civic Center, where he was taking a break from his campaigns to grab some chicken chow mein. He was happy to tell me and the camera his story.
I'm from Oakland, California, born in Oakland, and I was identified as a kid star from the richest family during Bush and Cleveland's administrations.
As we walk, Frank fills me in on his situation. He can't get a job, he says, because the ex-presidents have conspired against him, and because the 12 Galaxies mess with his brain. His family helps him out financially. He lives frugally, and he capitalizes on his high visibility.
The backside, the advertising, the Y3 models of the Adidas Japantown on Fillmore, they pay me about $100 a week for advertising, so they help me out with the regular campaign contributions, the regular expenses I have for the public transportations too.
The owner loves advertising with Frank.
We were talking about the 12 Galaxies, and I told him a little bit about Y3, and it really turned him on.
What'd you tell him about?
Yohji Yamamoto's designs, the color palettes he uses, the passion that Yohji has for the product. It could only be equaled or surpassed to his passion for the Galaxies.
Frank has lots of friends. One of them even named his bar after him.
Frank's a local legend on par with Emperor Norton or anyone else. We wanted to honor him, and it was cool with him, and it's a great name. Frank does whatever he wants. He eats for free, drinks for free, he talks on the mic quite a bit.
Behind closed doors in Washington, the 12 Galaxies and Bush and Clinton's are investing in my campaigns, the grants and burglaries, and put out a serious treasons against us, 1,000 galaxies. But not really 12 galaxies of our population. So I think maybe an updated information.
Back at Frank's house, I get more insight into why he carries his signs, and why he's so open to letting me film him. He takes no medication for whatever he might have, but has come up with an elaborate system to take care of himself. The media, as it turns out, is key to keeping Frank together. His best friend Josh explains.
Frank, to the extent that he's able to get in front of the news cameras, that act holds off the Galaxies.
Well, would you guys like to film any comments today? With the BART strike, probably better chances getting more news coverage too, so there's advantages to that too.
After spending this time with Frank, I can't say I understand yet exactly what his message is, but I admire his dedication for getting it out there. In this society, we're often discouraged from living our passions, especially if they're a little weird, but Frank puts his on a sign and carries it around proudly. What if we all had signs? What would mine say? What would yours say?